Hi, greetings everyone. Welcome to Children of Rath. We're down a player this week, so if you're missing, Fish is missing. He unfortunately couldn't join us, so just say, Fish, we wish you were here. But anyway, so welcome to D&D meets Magic the Gathering. This is a Dungeons & Dragons game set in the Magic the Gathering plane of Dominaria. We are getting started here with our team of characters having arrived in the ruined island of Vesuva. Home to things like the Vesuvian doppelgangers, if you're familiar with some magic cards. A place known for illusions, shapechangers, and mystery. And this place here is wrecked. It is destroyed. It seems dead. Though according to people, there are those that are still alive here. Parts of it have been rebuilt. Certainly not the part that you arrived in.
We got a glimmer of in the ocean of what it once looked like.
Yes, the great, what it once was in its heyday. Now it is nothing more than a dangerous ruin filled with all kinds of traps and dangers that probably protects a rebuilt core of the place. I mean, what better way to protect your home than to leave a lot of the twisted things that were created in its destruction to guard you? I mean, if you're a group
Good
of...
security alarm.
Yeah.
Cannons are better.
Deadly illusions and murderous doppelgangers. But anyway...
Cannons.
Cannons.
I say
they don't have... You don't have a...
bomb.
You don't have a Kazaran, so you can't do cannons.
Or a very friendly dragon.
I can't do the flamethrower combo I wanted to do with him in the oil. I'm kind of sad.
You might have your opportunities. But anyway.
Yeah.
If we don't all die.
If you don't all die. So, while we have a little bit of go-around about the characters, how they're doing, what their thoughts are, we'll, of course, do our normal color wheel or color order thing for Magic, and we'll start with Winterest. How's Winterest doing, Lindsay?
I think she's being silent.
What happened?
How's Winterest doing?
She's chilling. Winter's went to go grab a batch of sweet biscuits.
On the deadly island of mystery? That sounds about right. It actually sounds about right.
She found an illusion of sweet biscuits and is just like, ooh, yum.
Well, Joe, how's Claude doing with all this?
Creeped out by the man who took us across the ferry. Across Winter's Ferry.
Yeah.
And a little worried that my curiosity may kill the cat and the rest of us.
We don't have any tabaxi with us, though.
And I was
We'll
gonna say,
find one and kill it.
I was gonna say May. Oh God, Joe, that one face on the walkout. I was checking because I have to check on my phone. It's just. I wonder if I can show this to everybody. It would work. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what he put in our chat. Max! Lee, how's Max doing?
Max is a little paranoid. He feels like someone's gonna get seriously hurt on this island, and he's really praying that it isn't him. Because he's kind of just here because someone wanted to talk to a creepy old guy that looks like Charon.
Yeah.
Good fairy, yes.
And Carrion, how about things going with you?
Listen, Carrie is now super chill because her weed supply has been replenished. So, absolutely nothing could ruin her day.
Oh, really?
As
She's
the
a pound of weed.
The old man will fade into the mists that surround the island, disappearing from sight. Only this place is just dark. There's just this overwhelming haze over everything that seems to block out the sunlight itself, as if night has almost descended upon this place in an eternal way. All that can be seen seems to be a number of, in amongst the ruins, a number of these torches that glow this kind of faint purple light. Probably magical. Still long since the enchantments on them, continuing to this day.
What time of day is it?
As far as you know, it should be like noonish, after maybe early afternoon.
Okay.
Certainly, it does not match the time of day here.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. It's quiet. You can see,
Too
like,
quiet?
probably. You don't hear any birds. You don't hear any bugs. You hear nothing. The waves are even, like, very quiet, too. There's this kind of, like, gentle lapping that kind of seems to be doing. You can hear bits of echoes off in the distance of, like, larger waves, but they just aren't forming near shore here, even. Maybe there's breaks out there that you passed by. But you certainly passed by, like, signs of, like, things that were, like, towers and other structures that may have been into the water from the island in the place's heyday. Now you can see that there are some wreckage of, like, ancient towers over on their sides in the water that are just sort of mostly covered in the mists, so they kind of look like these eerie shapes. And the buildings in front of you, including what looks to be maybe a large building that's partially collapsed. Its tower kind of stretching up. The probably once great facade of it. Damn it!
Facade?
Facade.
As soon as the word came out of my mouth, I'm like, God damn it, English. I love it when I get a
Hey,
word.
at least it wasn't a Grand Prix.
I know, God. It's like, I just couldn't say the word right. Facade. Sometimes that happens to me. Like, I get to a word, and I just can't say it right, no matter how much I want to.
You could have said it worse.
Mm. Anyway, so the facade...
The thing...
The facade of the building seems almost kind of tarnished and blackened. There's some, like, burnt remains of what looks to be a few trees. Twisted trunks that go up and go into the very bases of branches before where the rest of the branches and leaves seem to be almost stripped away. No plant life seems to grow here. Just clouds, shadows, and an eerie glow.
This is quite the somber visage in front of us, isn't it, friends?
Yes, indeed. I would keep our wits about us. We don't know if any of this is actually real.
I agree. For all we know, this could be an illusion.
Everything's all an illusion here. Didn't you hear what that weird old man said? He was really great.
I tried not to pay much mind to him. Seemed like the sort that eats paint in his spare time.
What's wrong with eating paint?
No, remember he
Many
eats
things.
people in his spare time. We weren't paying attention to it.
I'm concerned about your eating habits now, Carrion.
I think he smoked something in his spare time as well.
No, well, she mentioned, what's wrong with eating paint?
At least she didn't mention what's wrong with eating people. Then you
It's just a little soylent. It's still good. It's still good.
We just accidentally mixed in a Kazaran. It's still fine. It's still fine.
Oh.
Tastes like lizard.
Was that his character's going to be end like a giant stew pot just falling in?
As he eats the other lizards that are in the stew?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I guess forward? The center?
It's better than going backward.
Towards the center of the island? Alright, you seem to be on, or at least close to, what might have been once some kind of street heading through it. You can see that the streets here are incredibly narrow. The place itself does seem a little maze-like in its construction. in its ruined state, that does seem to remove a little bit of the twisted nature of the place, though many buildings still remain in shells at very least. The street is choked, maybe 10 feet wide at its widest, if not shorter, with it cutting like up and down at various places, with staircases that seem to go up and down for no reason whatsoever, other than to, again, confuse those that would be here and perhaps to invade.
Let's not take the stairs.
For all we know, they could fall down on us and turn into a slide.
I'm gonna climb up the stairs.
It's
Well, you
always
kind
one person.
have to take the stairs, as the walkway you're going on does this. The road is not like the road will switch to stairs. This is definitely not a road that you would have like carts or something in. It's not really wide enough for it.
Oh.
And as I said, you kind of entered in a mix of like where there would have been like a lot of large, tall buildings. This place seemed to have been once like a series of towers that once reached a pretty decent distance into the height of it, that everything seemed almost like a magical to it. Now it is just a shadow of that.
Our friend is here, isn't she?
Did you bring Radiant with you?
I thought
I
Radiant
did drag her along.
Okay, yes, then we'll say she did.
I'm gonna
I don't
turn to
like
Radiant.
checking it out.
Can you actually take flight?
I could, but these is very narrow. It's not easy to fly in such a narrow area.
I was hoping maybe we could get some vantage.
Maybe if we can get to a more open area, I could do that.
You can fly?
I have wings.
I mean, they could have just been like decorative. I don't know.
I look at Wintress in disappointment. I just kind of nod my head.
I mean, I can sort of fly. I can climb.
That's not flying very.
I tend to prefer walking, though. I don't know. There's just I think it's when I take flight, it almost feels like I should be more angelic than I am.
But are birds angelic? No, they still fly.
But they're not people.
How do you
They
know?
don't look like...
There's bird people. We just met one.
That's not what I...
Let the angel do as she pleases.
I guess
Who wants to go up the stairs first?
Well, again, like as I said, it's just these stairs that will go up maybe like 5-10... up and down 5-10 feet here and there. Just to make it feel like you're going up and down and not able to measure how high or how low you are on an island. You don't know if these are just hills that were built into it, or if someone just built this road like this to dick with people.
Reasons unknown.
Yeah. The road itself is also kind of winding with very sharp angles occasionally. None of them are like 90-degree angles, but it'll be like a 20-degree angle, then a 30-degree angle, like the opposite direction. You know, so they're like these just like semi-turns that are very like sharp turns that will occur occasionally.
Carrie, did you design this city while high?
No. I don't think so, at least. Am I casting the illusion? Anybody hear that crying?
Raiden, you don't have to fly.
What? Oh, what? It's not me. There seems to be someone crying nearby.
I'm pulling out my short bow.
Keep your
Absolutely a trap.
yeah. I get air geed, my rapier ready.
Nerd.
Does it sound like it's in front of us?
It sounds like it's coming from a nearby building off to the side of the road. Maybe up on the second floor.
Well, we don't have to go inside. We can just
Absolutely, we do. I head towards it.
Okay.
I'm going to be stealthy.
Okay.
I will follow behind a little ways back.
Okay. Make your stealth check then, if you would please.
That sucks.
For
Yeah,
shame.
without Kaz, we're all gonna die.
My correction has been
Something
interrupted.
bad is gonna go down. I'm calling it.
Okay, give me a second here. I think I need to reset my... Oh, does it go there?
Well, at least I'm getting the one out of the way now.
I gotta reset. I'm gonna exit and re-enter Roll20 because it's not showing up.
Oh no, it's not doing it.
Oh no, the demon child that I'm gonna have to kill isn't doing anything?
If you're rolling
Wait, you're
something
gonna
or
kill a
putting something in the
demon
chat, I certainly can't see it.
No.
You're going to kill a demon child?
Probably. So I'm gonna kill myself is what I'm
I was just gonna say, wouldn't that
Yay, technical issues. I just
after
love...
these technical issues, we'll be right back.
Hasn't been that
What
long.
kind of technical issue is it?
Roll20. My Roll20 was like frozen.
Yeah, that's your own fault, weirdo.
Ah, now I see your
What a sassy lady.
powerful stealth check of 8.
Yes, I rolled a 1.
I think I have to switch this back to the proper one. There we go.
I have a freaking dex of 18.
Yeah.
See, that's your problem.
That I'm trying to be good at it.
So, anyway, having, you're not, well, you know, you're moving along. Carrion, you'll push forward into the building. It looks as though you enter into a large room of sorts. There's kind of little bits of rubble, things that have fallen down from the ceiling as the ceiling has been damaged, but still seems supported. It looks as though like there's remains of maybe like furniture and other various things in this place. It's a large open room on the bottom floor here with a staircase leading up to the second floor.
I'm guessing the crying is coming from the second floor. Hey, if you're a demon, can you go ahead and come attack me now? Nothing?
Nope. No response.
The demon doesn't like you.
Because no demons like me.
But
I'm going to cautiously go up the stairs.
Alright.
Because I'm afraid there are traps.
The stairs will lead up to a kind of hallway that seems to parallel, because the stairs are like one side of this section of the building. Again, everything's very tower-like. On here, you can see that there is like another staircase leading up another floor, but you can also see there seems to be 2 rooms leading off into the main area above that large room below you. One that's sort of closer to the street side where you had been at, and one that's farther back from there.
Hey, Claude, is that you I'm hearing? You're not very stealthy, that's why I'm saying that.
Way to point it out even more.
Listen, if I can hear you, everything can hear you. Hey, do you know how to check for traps?
Yes, but I don't even think we should be up here. Let the crying thing cry and let us be on our way.
You
We
never
were
know.
warned there are illusions and monsters here.
You say that as if I have any self-impulse control at all. Is the crying still coming from further up?
Sounds like it's coming from the room towards the front of the building here.
One last chance. If you're a demon, please come and attack me now.
So you should attack yourself?
Don't confuse me. Alright, I'm gonna go towards the crying because I have no care for my life.
Clearly.
I'm just going to stay on the staircase and keep an eye on what she's doing.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
You're with us?
Well, no. Well, was I not following behind? I whipped out my rapier.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just sitting.
That's right.
outside
Remember,
the
he
house.
whipped it out.
Down, bow, 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 bow.
Sure did.
Is Radiant with me outside the building?
She'll probably have followed them. So she's probably.
Oh no,
heading
she
inside.
would shield abandoned me. I'll hang out in the living room then.
Yeah, you'll hang out like the ruined, like kind of living area. Okay.
Yeah, I was just like, I'll be listening for whatever happens up there.
Ready for my death.
I have my bow ready.
To shoot
Oh,
me?
man.
We're
Thank you.
inside.
I'll avenge you.
Nice.
All right. So, you'll kind of move to the door. It's a little bit ajar, the wooden door, and it can easily be pushed open into a room, where you'll see kind of sitting on a windowsill, looks to be something like a squirrel.
God, I already want to pet it. Hey, is there a reason you're crying? Are you an illusion?
It'll kind of like do this like cry out into it that sounds like.
How high are you? You just asked a squirrel that would apparently cry if it is an illusion.
Nearby, after this one, you hear a nearby kind of echoing from somewhere.
You know, it kind of sounds more like laughing at this point.
As it kind of will then like notice you and turn towards you with like a.
Are you a friendly squirrel?
Just kind of quizzically look at you.
I'm gonna pull out. I probably have like in rations like some nuts or something. I'm gonna toss some nuts towards the weird squirrel thing.
Okay, you'll like toss a few nuts towards it. It'll like kind of almost be startled for a second, and then kind of like quizzically look at you. And it's gonna kind of like move up towards one of the nuts and try to take a look at it. Carrion, there's something a little strange going on in this room. Like,
Yank!
like back from the squirrel, for just a second you thought you saw movement, but when you look over there, you don't see anything at all. As the squirrel now has one of the nuts, it seems to be chewing on it.
I'm knocking an arrow in my bow.
You didn't see anything.
Hey,
I know. I'm worried about this damn squirrel.
hey, Mask. Keep an eye out. I think there are shadows moving.
You don't
I'm gonna
say.
try and approach the squirrel. Because I want to pet it.
Okay.
Carrion, perhaps you know, Carrion, I feel like I've been led astray one too many times by your sense of curiosity. I'm gonna leave this to you. I'm gonna head back to the others. Good luck.
Uh-huh.
Oh, let me get kidnapped again? Alright.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
Squirrel
others
map.
just being me.
Yeah, the others.
It's like sleeping on our back, right? Like, what's he doing?
Let's see here. Karen, what's your AC?
13.
Okay. All of a sudden, you will see the squirrel peel away into some horrible, like, tongue thing and lash
Yeah.
out you from nowhere as this strange creature will, like, just appear out of nowhere.
I told you to attack me if you were a demon. Demons listen to reason.
Let's see here.
Demon, I listen to reason.
Please, you will take. I'll just have you take. Let's roll damage here. I should just set it up. But oh well. Ooh, you will take 11 damage. And you will be grappled as it will wrap around you and start dragging you closer to these, like, chomping mouth.
I'm out of the room, right?
You just turned around. Please roll initiative for me.
Me or Mads?
Anyone
All
who's
of
still
us.
here?
Hey!
Nice.
I don't
Roll
know.
one, did a 20.
What do I roll for initiative?
Click
You
on
hit your
The
initiative.
initiative.
Give me a second. I will clear the initiative tracker. And
Oh crap!
Joe,
Yeah.
you'll just have to add yours in.
Yeah, I'll have to roll again and just add the actual 24 in.
There you go.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to find my token too.
Wait, you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token. Oh, I had 23.
Click
Well,
on your character. You can
fine.
keep the
Roll
same
again
one.
and you can manually enter
Okay.
it.
Let me just do that there. You can keep the same one.
Aw, but I got better that time.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was better by 4.
Is red the initiative tracker?
Turn order. On the
Oh.
left
The
hand
list
side.
on the left that says turn order.
Okay.
We've done this before. Please.
Why are you yelling at me? Well, how do I enter it in there?
Where the 0 is, click there, and type your 20.
You have to roll another
Right.
initiative.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you have to
yeah.
roll another one
Yeah,
after you
first.
after you click on your token.
Okay.
But then you can modify it. Now
there it
click
is.
on the 15 and turn it to a 23.
Slam bow.
And then dance in a circle.
Excuse me.
And give me all your money.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, give
Schmooze
Claude
me
all
up
your money.
first.
Give Claude all your money.
I feel more. I mean, that's a bit more trustworthy. It's like investing in a good bank, you know?
The Bank of Claude.
Yeah.
Did you change your
He didn't.
roll yet?
No,
I-
I got it. 23. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, it didn't save.
Well, no, it took your 15 and then you had to modify it to a 23 because it's not going to have your first roll.
Oh, well, I
That's what I
remember
had.
typing it in there, but I guess.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe I
sometimes
you
it-
didn't enter afterwards.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do it more than once. I've noticed that too. That's just like one of the little tricks of the entire thing. Sometimes it's a little tricky. Unfortunately,
Who hasn't rolled in? Oh,
there is.
I'm not-
Imagine not rolling. No, you're not. I'm gonna scream for you in a minute.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
Gross squirrel creatures.
Oh, okay.
Good roll, DM.
yeah, but we don't know if that was for the creatures or if that was for,
That was for your ally.
yeah.
Yep. Your angel rolled a mighty whopping 2. Anyway, Claude, you are first.
But my angel was a centerfold.
Some kind of horrible, like, monstrosity. It has these, like, writhing tentacles that seem to be kind of, like, surrounding its body. And this, like, gaping maw with this, like, almost like an extra, like, this, like, kind of spiked and slimy tongue. That seems to have kind of, like, come out and, like, wrapped itself around Carrion. Carrion, you can feel like it's got some kind of, like, almost like slime on it, making it extra difficult to escape from, as it's drawing you closer to its mouth. It is only large-sized, at least, so it won't be able to swallow you whole.
Okay, let me see. I just got to read something real quick. Yeah. So I can totally do that. So I will totally Eldritch Blast the damn thing.
Okay.
Oh shoot. I forgot to actually create an Eldritch Blast attack.
Just roll a d20 then, and we can add your ranged spell attack, which is your proficiency plus charisma bonus.
I don't know if that's gonna matter.
I'm gonna say probably not.
9 in charisma, you said?
Yeah.
Plus another 3.
Yeah, so
So
12. No.
12.
Because you're a warlock, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But
You'll
then
blast at it. It seems as though like the strange, like almost camouflage it had before makes it hard to hit it.
okay. But then I will dash up the stairs a little bit and bolts from the grave.
Okay. No.
That was horrible.
All right. Maxwell.
That was a turd.
Like Claude just kind of like pushed by you to like assist Carrion, who is like getting like horrible tentacled.
I can move without any penalties, right?
Yeah.
I want to move toward the exit and try to open the door.
The door is open.
Oh, is
Like,
it?
all the
How do you
doors are
think I'm
open.
shooting in?
Yeah.
Oh, you're outside of the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I said I was standing by the stairs. I wasn't stupid.
But okay, well, I'm looking at the graph and I see that Carrion is like close to Wintress, and that's why I'm like, wait a
No,
second.
no.
like-
I do not have you on a board right now because you do not need to be on a board right now.
Okay. I walk outside the door and I try to get Wintress.
Okay. Wintress, you can easily hear like Max yelling. What are you saying? You know. Go ahead.
Wintress, we need you. Get in here.
Okay.
Huh? What?
All right. Carrion, you have a horrible, like, sticky, slimy tendril with this nodule on it that has, like, you can still see the end, even though it no longer looks like a squirrel. Looks like it might be, like, some kind of small animal or something. A little bit.
Well, I would like to rage.
Okay.
Because now I'm angry that they didn't, I said if you're a demon, come and attack me now, and they
It
didn't.
might not be a demon.
A demon is a broad term for me. Anyway,
Well, you're a broad demon.
I'm gonna try and get out of this thing.
Okay, you've tried to escape a grapple. Which I think you can roll a acrobatics or athletics, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
There. Now I have an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm not.
Well, no. The stickiness just makes it very difficult to try to escape.
Oh, at the very least, if it hurts me, I might only take half damage.
Alright, it is going to draw you in, and it's going to bite at you.
I did have one.
That's just rude.
Do you have anything for the grapple condition? I don't think you do. You're just incapacitated, speed of 0. So yeah, it doesn't get any extra bonuses. Alright. It's certainly going to bite you. Let's see here.
I'm gonna hellish rebuke it.
Okay.
Oof, that's some nice damage.
Let me figure out what its damage is, because you'll be taking some... There, I set it up for the roll. So you will take 12. It needs to make a dex save. Let me see what its bonus is. DC 11.
What type of damage is the 12?
It is just pure piercing. It's just biting into you.
So it's halved because of...
Yeah, you're raging.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be flashed by your flames. Taking some burning. Can you give me a Constitution save?
I can try.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see here. It's then going to... it's going to kind of like wheel around a little bit, kind of holding control of like carrion, to try to get its tendrils in a little bit to try to like move back almost away from the door a little bit, to kind of like almost take cover behind some of the things around the room. It's going to end its turn then. Let's see here.
It's also a bitch.
So, Radiant will move up and into the room where she had... Okay. She will basically take her turn to summon a weapon. So she will have her sword.
Yay, sword.
Yeah, it's a sword reaped in flame. But it's like a black fire.
Even sexier.
Yeah. Claude. Oh, Wintress, you could roll initiative. And add yourself in.
I was waiting until the start of the
Yes.
turn.
Go ahead. Roll initiative, and then I'll rearrange the tracker order.
Because I would run up when I hear, oh, we need you, blah, 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 blah.
Your assistance is
You have to click on
fine.
your token and do it again.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
I thought I was already clicking on it, but I wasn't.
But Claude, you can take your turn in the meantime. So you know that Wintress
Yeah.
will be at 10.
Okay. I will move into the door, up to the door frame,
Okay.
and I will try to Eldritch Blast it again.
All right. Okay, that will certainly hit it.
For 10.
Okay.
And then, can I try to hide on the other side of the door frame?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll use my cunning action to hide.
Yep.
Stealth.
Okay.
And then I am going to Bolts in the Grave. Do I have advantage?
You do not.
Damn.
Well,
No.
okay.
The dice gods hate me for the most part today.
Maxwell.
Is Wintress in here?
Wintress is downstairs as far as you know still. You just yelled for her, so she's just like, huh? What? I'm needed?
Okay. You said, what is this thing doing to Carrie?
It wrapped the like a tentacle tongue around, drew her close, and it's chewing on her now.
Oh my god!
Like, it's like half of its head it's like its giant mouth on this kind of lumpus body, with like you can see like these strange like almost like spider-like eyes on like its head. These like tentacles, kind of like these two tentacles on either side of its mouth, which it seems to be kind of writhing around, and it kind of shimmers in this strange way that occasionally like you lose sight of it just for a second. So it's got kind of like chameleon-y.
Okay. I'm gonna stand near the door and cast Vicious Mockery on this thing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I think that's your cantrip, right? Or is that your first
yeah.
one? Okay, you don't seem to have successfully mocked it.
I tried. Does Bardic Inspiration count as a bonus action?
Yes, it does, so you can use it.
I cast it on Claude.
You just give it to Claude, so Claude has Bardic Inspiration now. Claude, you have a D8 you can use for something at some point soon.
Okay.
Carrion.
Care's not at the door right now, please.
I tried.
You're like trying to slip out, but it's like sticky and yucky, and you're just like, oh god! As it's just like bearing down this like giant maw that just like bites down like over your head. So like when it bit into you, you got like that full view of the inside of the mouth, and that like there's some kind of horrid smell coming from in there too.
Amazing.
You probably might have even seen like little tufts of might be actual tiny squirrel food fur in the back of its teeth.
Well, that just makes me sad.
What do you think it was trying to attract? It was probably putting out some kind of like call for other squirrels and was going to eat them. Wintress, you're downstairs.
Finally getting a hold of myself and thinking, oh yeah, so the thing I thought that was going to go badly is going badly.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And run. Can I make it upstairs?
Nah, with 60 feet, you could probably... Yeah, you could make it in there, I think. You could squeeze by there. It's not that far overall. You were probably hanging around the stairs anyway, like the bottom of them, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, I was like in like the room at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, you weren't too far into there. So, yeah, you could probably run up into the room. You wouldn't be close enough to the thing for a melee strike, I don't think.
Even with my extra reach?
How much reach do you have? Only extra 5 feet or extra 10?
10. I have 10 feet.
You have 10 feet reach. It was maneuvering. Sure, you can hit it. You can try to get attack in.
I run into the bedroom and I see my best friend in the world just being nommed on by this thing. That seems like it's blurring in and out, I assume.
Yeah. It definitely has some kind of weird, like, something going on with it that makes it, like, you know, a little harder to hit.
I'm going to give myself advantage on a weapon attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use that.
Alright, you will critical. So, you, like, throw your eye and hit it somewhere in the face.
Let go of my carry. How are we doing the critical?
Roll an extra die. You do what? 1d4 damage, so roll an extra d4. Criticals, you just roll all the extra dice that you have, so if you somehow would add extra dice, you roll them too.
And then I would roll 1d8 for Zephyr Strike. So I do that twice? Or just once?
Zephyr Strike, I don't see it adding extra damage. Does it?
Spells. The attack that once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d force damage on a hit.
Oh, so it's an extra d4 then?
It's 1d8 force damage on a hit.
So it would be 2d8 then, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And I also do an other extra 1d8 because of Colossus Slayer. So that's 2 extra 1d8s. How does that work?
So 4d8.
That's where is that? Give me a second here. Where are you in here? No, that's that one. Shoot. Just I don't have a copy of the spell, and I've got to try to find it here quickly. Is the problem? Because it's in Xanathar's
I dragged it out of the compendium.
It was in the compendium? Because it's in Xanathar's Sky. No, I don't have. I don't have it in the compendium. I know it is appropriate spell and stuff. It's just I don't. I've tried to see if I have a copy of I think I have a copy of Xanathar's, but I know it might not. That might be the one I don't have a copy of. I might have to get on. So just roll it for now. I'll try to just remind me that I'll have to look up Xanathar or see if I can get a copy of Xanathar's.
How many do I roll?
Just 2d8 then.
Plus my Colossus Slayer 1d8.
Then that would be 4d8.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yes.
23.
Yep. It is going to go, and it will try to bite Carrion again, of course. Successfully bite her for another 10. Please give me another Constitution save. Okay. Okay. So effectively, you have the poison condition currently.
Uh-oh. Wait, that would heal me, right?
No.
No, you don't heal from
really?
poison.
You're just immune to it.
Also good. I was thinking
I'm
Divinity
resistant
2
to it.
rules.
It's gonna kind of like move up and use it having some reach too to strike back at you. What's your AC, Wintress?
Don't you have it set you can see that?
16? Okay. So you'll manage to like dodge out of the way of one of the tendrils, but the other one will kind of hit into you. All right. Okay. So you will take 6 damage, and the tendril will wrap around you. Oh, I'm sorry. You actually took a little bit more. The tendrils are covered in spines, so it'll kind of slam into you, and it will do you actually a total of 13.
Ouchies.
Yes. And so it's gonna. That one's also gonna get a hold of you. So it will have you grappled too. Your diva will go. She is going to move up with her weapon and just attack twice. Well, attack twice. Well, she'll hit for 24 for the 1 strike.
God,
That's the critical. And 9 for the second one. Okay. Next up, we go back to the top of the order with Claude.
shower, rinse, repeat.
Mm-hmm.
So moving to the doorway, Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Nah.
Okay.
And then I'll try to hide again.
Okay.
And bolts from the grave.
Go ahead and roll with your advantage.
Woot.
Okay, that'll hit. Hey, for another 9. Okay. Next up is Maxwell.
So, let me see something. This thing seems kind of scary, not gonna lie. I'm gonna... Claude, you didn't use my Bardic Inspiration, did you?
No, I haven't used it yet.
Okay. I'll do another Vicious Mockery and try to insult this thing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It does. You're not sure if it can be insulted because you don't even know if it speaks a language, but it doesn't seem to be affected.
Great.
It might be able to be insulted. You don't know for sure. Regardless, let me put it this way. Regardless, I've rolled a dice, and it is high enough that it doesn't matter.
Amazing.
It perhaps rolled a 20 on that one.
I'm kind of tempted to use another Bardic Inspiration, but I only got 2 left. I'm gonna just chill at the door again. I'm trying, but it's not working too well.
Alright. Next up
Yeah,
is
ironically, I didn't need the Bardic this turn.
Carrion.
So I can still attack while grappled, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I attack with my glaive while grappled?
I'll say sure.
Nice. I'm poison conditioned, but I can reckless attack, so just all attacks. If I'm guessing a 13 doesn't even hit.
Noob.
Yay! I'm rolling like garbage.
Hey, join the garbage club.
Woo!
Okay.
How many 6s have I rolled today?
Too many. Wintress.
3. Oh, hi. This slimy thing off. Gross.
Well, you can either attack it or try to escape from it. Your choice.
I am instead going to a hunter's mark.
Okay.
This boy breaking the Zephyr Strike
Mm-hmm.
concentration.
Yep.
And I guess I'll try to break free from the grapple.
Okay. Roll a... Where is it? Acrobatics or athletics. Okay. You will manage to writhe out of the tentacle.
Woot.
You push your way out, successfully getting free.
I'll get you next turn.
Alright. So, Carrion, I'm gonna need you to give me another Constitution save. Alright. Great. You'll take 4 damage. As it's going to basically lay you into Wintress, you can make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, you'll dodge out of the way of a carrion flying at you as it will walk Wintress or carrion at you.
Just sails
Listen.
over my head.
The amount of bar fights that Carrie and Wintress have gotten into, this has happened to...
Okay. It will disappear from view.
Oh no. Why does no one know Fireball?
In a small room filled with people.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah,
would
very
leave the
safe.
room if they knew Fireball.
Let's see here.
I'm resistant.
Just have Carrie in the middle of a fireball.
You'll see that Radiant is like got the black flame sword like up and ready, like as if to hit it, and just like kind of waiting for it. She's kind of like looking around. Claude.
I'll hold.
Okay. Maxwell.
I got nothing
no.
fancy I can do. You don't have glitter dust or anything, do you?
What does that do?
It would outline an invisible creature.
Oh,
I have weed.
I have dancing lights. Does the light kind of bounce off of it to reveal something? Is that possible?
Maybe. You're not sure the nature of it. It seemed like it had like very chameleon-like skin, but this thing, it just disappeared rapidly. So you're not sure if it also maybe has magic.
Teleport.
It could have teleport.
How bright is this room?
Pretty dark. It still has that kind of like straight, like there. As I said, there's still a lot of like these torches spread throughout the city of like the purple glow of like magical glow. So there's some glow to it, and it's not like the place is completely dark like night. It's just kind of got this dreary darkness above everything. So probably coming in from the outside, a little bit of light, but not much.
Okay. I'm gonna try to
there's
illuminate.
There's like a gaping hole in the wall though, like where windows once were. So, yeah.
Oh boy. I'm gonna do my best to try illuminating the room as I cast dancing lights.
Okay.
And just have them like kind of, just move around, see if we see anything glowing.
Karen.
Well, I'm finally out of its grip at least.
Mm-hmm.
So, stand up and get ready to puncture it with a glaive.
Yeah, you've got this like kind of like that horrible like slime is still like all over you, like wrapped around you. It feels sticky and yucky, and you don't feel good. Wintress.
Because
Hunter's mark.
oh, see, I don't know.
Would Hunter's Mark tell you if it's still around?
I have advantage on perception or survival checks to find it.
So you could, yes, so you could try a perception check to see if you can see where it's at.
Yeah, but that takes away my action, so.
Well, since we don't even know if it's still in the room.
Yeah, that could save us from getting hurt.
You wouldn't let me finish saying.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
What Wintress is gonna do? She's gonna back up from last seen location of this and try to find it.
Okay.
Is it perception?
Yeah, perception.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, you do have advantage.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Another. Where is it?
Yep. Okay. Yeah. No. You kind of take a look around. You don't notice anything. You just kind of like looking around. Though. A couple seconds later, you hear some kind of noise over by the window area. And then it kind of gets quiet again.
I have no idea where it is, but there's sound somewhere.
All of you can kind of wait and kind of look, and it seems to be gone.
Thank God.
Can we not stop for crying things again?
I agree.
Hey,
There's no need to
listen.
put ourselves in danger once more.
Other than me, only Goodberry got hurt, and she barely got hurt. So you have no recourse.
it's not a matter of quantity, it's a matter of people getting hurt to begin with due to
Let's
negligent
follow it.
actions.
Fuck yeah.
Claude, I feel like our friends have very different ideals, and it's starting to
Please
bother
give
me.
me a survival check with advantage, then, and I will tell you where you can track it to, if you're successful.
I'm not following that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say survival? There you
Yes. Okay. You find signs of it leading to the window, and then up the wall, outside on the building.
go. Carrie.
Yes, good berry.
It might be trying to eat the building.
Well, that's not the worst
It's
thing to happen.
above us. It went above us.
Well,
I don't
we can't
wanna-
follow it there.
No.
Well, there was another floor, wasn't there?
Are you now
Do
wanting
you want to
us
go up
follow
there?
it?
I'm just saying, maybe we should leave while it's not trying to kill us.
Eh,
You'll
Really,
see.
wasn't that
You'll
fun?
You'll see
more stuff to
Radiant's
fight.
like sword disappear, and then you'll see like in her hands, like a small white flame and a small black flame appear as she seems to be concentrating on them for a second, and moves over to you, Carrion. And after a couple seconds, you see them all turn to white, as then she kind of moves them and touches you. But it seems like she's having a hard time concentrating on that, and you will heal 20 hit points.
Wow.
oh, I Suddenly, I'm dying. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Well, thank you, Radiance.
Sometimes that has the opposite effect. I think it's the black mana within me. Normally, angels
fine.
of my caliber can at least heal. I have to do a little bit more concentration to be able to, but I can, if need be.
Well, you're better
I'm
at healing
sure-
than I am.
I'm sure Carrie would appreciate dying by her hands.
Absolutely, step on me. I barely got that sentence out.
Oh my lord.
Claude is going downstairs.
I'm gonna join Claude. I don't feel safe around these two.
Wait,
We don't have
Alright,
Kazran to
okay.
balance out the insanity. That makes me sad.
come back. Kazran added to the insanity. What are you talking about?
Who do you think buys drugs with me?
Oh my lord.
Anyway.
You would
I'm
want
going
to blow it
follow.
up.
Absolutely. If Kazman were here, we could blow up the entire house.
I miss Kaz. Why did he have to stay behind?
He made camp at the shore. He felt like they needed
I
we
just
needed to.
imagine him going back to shore with the old man. Just talking about life.
He's securing your escape route.
Bold of you to assume we'll escape.
Anyway,
But yes, I will go back and
as
not distract her.
as you defeat the creature, which was basically a chameleon Othyog.
Lovely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call it an evil squirrel.
You managed to survive. We're gonna take our break. We're just noting we're going to 10:30, so it's gonna only be the one break here today. We'll end around 10:30 tonight, just because of some timings with some of the people. So the adventures in Vesuva might go longer, just because combats take a little while. But you managed to survive it. We'll find out though. So if you need a snack, drink, or go to the bathroom or anything like that, quickly go ahead and do it. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks. So see you in a second.